Hey guys, Stella here and welcome back to episode 3 of Avorion. In episode 2 I got my little craft a bit danged up because I went after some pirates. And the pirates, well, they returned fire of course, which is what they do. So what I'm gonna have to do is just wait for this ship to get repaired, and as that is happening in the background, it's time to go back to the other class, the Venture, which is currently on a mining operation. And while I originally intended to actually build a new one, I thought, as I was reading the comments, yeah, you guys are right, let's just adjust the existing craft. Alright, she's still working away on a couple of asteroids here. It seems like there are still some viable ones around, as the mining scanner has identified a couple of them. So, let's see, where can I fit those additional lasers? What I need to do first is make sure there's enough room for the lasers, and with that, yeah, let's go for a turret control system and install that permanently. And then, what did I get? 2 or 4? I got 4 mining lasers, okay. So I'm gonna actually have to get another turret control system, otherwise I won't be able to install all of these mining turrets. Let's just put these up here, and then quickly switch back to the provinces. Go back to the equipment dock, get another mining, or no, actually, I don't think I'll be able to fit it. What I need is an additional slot for a turret control system. Right now, I don't have that, because I don't have enough processing power. A way to upgrade the processing power in Avorion is to make your make your ship more voluminous. The more volume you have, the more processing power you have. Let's just open up all the stats. My processing power currently is 202. So what I need to do to make sure that I get more processing power is pretty much just add more stuff. So I'll copy the engines. And if I make the engines a little bigger, yeah, that does in fact add additional processing power. It's not a whole lot, but every bit helps. In fact, let's go for a bit of a redesign of this ship, because I want to make it bigger. I want this to turn into a really big mining craft, at least eventually. Now these seem to be thruster blocks that can actually be fused together, so let's do that. And then I'll add another to make sure that it has more sideways thrust, and fuse those together. Alright, so now I probably have a lot of sideways thrust, but I have 0 acceleration, courtesy of me removing the main engines. Now the thing is, I don't quite like the way that the nose is drawn up currently. Sure enough, this part of the nose looks decent, but then we come to this weird upper part. Let's see, what do I need to adjust there? This simply won't cut it. Let's take off all those thrusters. Or actually, no, not take them all off, but I do want to make them smaller. Now, I'm glad, by the way, with all the very, very positive reception of Avorion content currently. I had not expected to be nearly as popular as it seems to be. And it is one of those games that I am really happy to be making videos about. It's a bit of a weird position for me to be in, because there are some videos that I enjoy making more than others. I have done a ton of wargame content, as you might imagine, and, well, I'm not exactly burnt out on wargame, but I have seen a lot of different tactics, let's put it like that. And in order to actually still get featured with a replay, you're gonna have to come up with something quite special. Avorion is just a really relaxing game. Or at least it's really relaxing for me to make videos on. And I have to sort of pace myself in order not to overwhelm with content. So not to make video after video after video, especially since these things are turning into 1-hour adventures every single time. I really have to pace myself. Now, people were asking could you mention the controls that you're using when you're building these ships? What I'm using right now is middle mouse click to select the block over here. Then I press Ctrl C, so copy, Ctrl V, And now I have the same shape. So I don't constantly have to go back and forth into the block editor and quickly be able to deploy new blocks. Same thing here. I want this iron corner, copy, paste. However, I'm going to hold R and spin it around a bit. And now it fits a little better. So now we got this really sleek nose. And it's time to continue with that pattern. So middle mouse it, paste it, and rotate and paste. There we go. Time to also work on the bottom a bit. Again, there's absolutely no reason for this particular design. It doesn't give me any sort of aerodynamic bonuses of any kind, because you have no air resistance in space. So all that this does is try to make the ship look good. Right now it's going a bit for the I am a dart look, which might not necessarily be the most aesthetically pleasing thing, but for now I am quite happy with the design, since most of my previous ships looked like they were pretty much just one big block. Now the bottom part over here, I'm going to fill up with the thrusters. In case you want to make a block smaller, you put the block in a position, you hold S in this case, and I can make it longer. Keep in mind it goes both ways, so if I move it one notch, it's going to extend towards the bottom one notch, but also towards the top. Make it a bit wider. There we go, that should help with the pitch. What else do I need? Crew members are fine, 15 for 15, but I might at some point require more crew members. So I might need to go with an additional crew quarters. The one that I have currently is over here, and I don't really like that position for it. I think I can do better. Let's see, can we fit this in here? We should be able to. Come on. You can fit. Oh, it's the titanium integrity field generator that's in the way. Alright, in that case, let's make that thing a little bigger and wider. So, like that, and like that. Bring those all into one big group, so it's easier to move/remove next time around. Power generation, still plenty, required energy 1.73 gigawatts, generated 2.48. So far so good. Continue working on the side profile of the ship, and hold R, rotate it, and over there. And this one, again, rotate like that. Now I can just make this dart as large as possible, or rather as large as I like. I do think that these things on the side here would make excellent spots to hide a couple of thrusters. Since this is not a ship that's supposed to go into combat, nor to be particularly maneuverable, I'm going to just use the iron blocks for this. Let's see, temporarily remove these. Oh, you're making it a bit wide there. Like a lot. Alright. Squeeze that in. And... oh, I already had the thruster there, right. Oh, still. Oh, it's not quite light properly. That's unfortunate. Because if I click it here... no, sorry, it is aligned properly. Yep, that works. Alright, same blocks again. Control V. Rotate, so hold R. And try to spin it in the right direction. And there we go. Right, what do I want here? I do have ventral thrusters. That means that I also have dorsal thrusters, so thrusters pushing up. But I still want to have a few more, and there is a bit of room there, so why not? Next, let's have the crew quarters. Actually, I've always wanted to build a sort of a bridge. Let's see if I can do that. How am I going to do that? Maybe just a blank hole first. And let's see, how wide do I want to make that? I think that might not be big enough. Because the crew quarters, if I put them up like this... Well, they will house 15, so for the moment it'll work. But not by much. No, I don't like that. No. Alright, change of plans. Crew quarters on the side. And now I have room for 37 people. Excellent. Fuse those together. Make the ship have fewer blocks. And then here and here. Round the ship out. Over here, I'm just going to have standard blocks, I think, because I don't really need any particular kind. Although I could do with a few more yaw and pitch thrusters. Or gyros. If you want to use yaw, it's usually better to have those somewhere farther away from the ship. See, if I put them on the middle, it doesn't really do that much for me. If I put them out towards the sides a bit more, they do start to produce more yaw, but it's still very little. Alright, let's go for a couple of gyros instead. That is pitch, which I still need a bit more of. And one there. There we go, 2.28 pitch, that's good enough. Fuse. And now the same thing all over, but this time around, turn them around. So that's the roll. Sorry, no, that's the... That's pitch again. How's that pitch? No, that is yaw. That's not what I'm looking for. Rotate. Make it a bit smaller. There, now we're getting yaw. +1 rad. Merge. There we go. Alright, 4 roll, 2.24 pitch, 2.7 yaw. That's good enough for now. Now, I'm going to finish this ship off. For the moment, I'm just going to use blank hull to make sure that I still, later on, have enough room to actually expand the ship with. So for now, it's just going to be blank hull. Although, I could use the lighter material, the framework. It has low cost, low durability, but also low mass. And that means that this part is not going to be putting a whole lot of strain on the rest of the ship. As I'm kind of trying to keep the rest of the ship fairly light. Let's do the same thing here. And then make sure that these things are... Oh, crap, that was a bit too long. There. Another one here, but that one has to be a bit longer so it fits. That fits. And copy this one, because that one had the right size. Now copy this one again. So this is like a sort of spare part where I'm going to be running off the rest of the construction later. Deceleration is still a thing that I need to consider though. Where do I put that? I do already have a gyro on the ship somewhere. No, not a gyro. Inertial dampener. That's it. Let's see. This is going to slow me down by 87.9 meters per second. And it does not protrude at the stern. Or at the bottom. So that's good. Let's make that smaller-ish. That one. There. Okay. So this is my, well, increasingly large mining ship. It now has a processing power of 372, which is what I needed. Because now I can fit the additional turret control system on. I still need to fit my engines. I might be able to just squeeze those in here for the moment. And have them as a sort of larger... Yeah, there we go. It does look a little weird with the whole thing sort of encapsulated in this grid. Oh, she's also not particularly quick. She only has an acceleration of 49 meters per second. Top speed, 375. Yeah, we're gonna need to go bigger. Top speed 473, 509, 551. I think I can actually make this work. I'm gonna remove the crew quarters here. So copy those and then hit delete. I want to have the crew quarters over here, over the engines. Let's say on the wings of sorts. Hold on, the engines are not quite properly aligned. Let's try to get that to the same size. Bit more. Alright, let's just see if I can fill it up. There you go. And then fill this size up. And that one. I understand that this might not be to everybody's liking, but the thing is, it's going to be a ship that will get expanded a lot more later. Especially as I have plans for this ship. I want this ship to be able to start mining far, far bigger stuff later. So I'm going to need a bigger mining ship. I'm just going to make these things into one block on the side. I can turn these into one block. There you go. So now I have quite a bit of freedom. I can adjust these blocks. I can have this block, that one, or just that whole side. Right, now it's time to go over the engines. I want my engines to be fairly wide and fairly... No, that's a bit much. That would also require me to generate more power. Alright, now I'm generating a forward velocity of 460. I still have a miniature amount of power left. But it's not a lot. So that's something that I might have to look into. Let's see if I can sleeken this ship off, if that's a word. And then work towards the front. Maybe I need these things for that. Rotate again. Yeah, that is more or less what I'm looking for. One here, one here. Nope, not like that. Spin it. Oh, decided to make that a bit smaller though, did you? I'm using this block as a sort of alignment to figure out how much I need to fill it up. Let's turn off the... Yeah, there we go. Alright, and this thing... like that. Alright, so that is the new mining craft. However, I still don't have a crew quarters. That's kind of important on this ship. No crew means there is not going to be any mining. So, let's make it, again, a bit taller. I keep saying that, but I keep forgetting to put crew quarters onto it. So, yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get. Oh, come on, game. Are you serious? There you go. Crew quarters. For those wondering, yes, I'm building the whole ship out of iron because it does not have to face any sort of conflict. If it does face conflict, I'll just tell it to jump away. Because I really don't want this thing exposed to fire. Crew quarters... Actually, let's have that protrude over the whole length of the hull. And a bit smaller. I'm gonna have to squeeze one little block into here, otherwise it doesn't properly line up. Select those, merge, select that one again, merge. Alright, so now I have crew capacity of 46. And let's just finish off the rest of the ship. Trying to keep with the whole I'm a flying dart design. And then up here I'll just go for the grids again to make sure that the ship stays relatively light. Light and modular, that's the thing that I'm going for here. Alright, let's make these into one. Make that into one. And I think that's it. Right. Next order of business, at the mining lasers. Oh crap, my yaw, pitch and roll are still dreadful. And, to make matters worse, I now no longer generate enough power. Well, that's unfortunate. But I might have found a little spot here on the bottom. Hopefully I still have enough titanium to build another generator. That does put me at enough power, but it's also just about all I can afford. Alright, so she's still not going to be terribly maneuverable, but she is definitely bigger. And now to add the mining lasers. 2 in the nose. Double titanium mining laser. Must be built on a titanium block or better. Very well. Let's go for the titanium corner and upgrade those. Yeah, you know, titanium corners. I just held Alt, by the way, and then clicked. And that means that the corners are now going to be adjusted into the new material. Double titanium turret. We still have the independents. Is that these? Oh, that's those. Okay, hold up. These iron mining lasers, the independents, as I'm calling them, these ones, the autonomous targeting ones, they only do 1.7 DPS, whereas these do 3.4. You have autonomous turrets, they always lose out on turreting power, or on firepower. So another turret over there. I'm going to have these in a sort of super firing position to make sure that they can all work. Although if I'm out of sector, it doesn't really matter that much. And then I want to have these things in as well, but I don't have any more unarmed turret slots available. Let's see. Point me in the direction of a rock. Here. That's what I'm looking for. Now I'm actually mining this stuff very, very quickly. And that's exactly what I want, because I want to have this miner operate in the background while I go off on potentially more combat operations. Well, pretty much guaranteed to be more combat operations. There. Alright. Actually, I'm going to keep the ship like this. Reason being, those additional turrets, they're not that effective, and I'm just going to sell those off for another 9,000. I will, however, need more crew members. I don't have enough mechanics, I don't have enough crew, I don't have enough engineers. Unfortunately, that's not something that the ship can do automatically. So, let's head over to the other sector. Pick up some additional crew. Okay, let's head to the equipment dock. Oh, crap, I'm not generating enough power. So that means that it's going to take a really long time before I actually get here. Hold up. Can I really not build any sort of miniature generator? Something really small? Yeah, that's another 200. As long as I'm generating more... Oh! I require 5.25 gigawatts because my hyperdrive is recharging. And on top of that, I don't have enough engineers and crew members, so I'll probably not be generating enough power as is. What I can do, however, if I press P and go into the energy tab, is tell the hyperdrive to be a lower priority, which I believe it already is. If I'm not mistaken, then this is sort of the priority. I can tell the hyperdrive to be a lower priority. And the engines, and as such thrusters to be a higher priority, but they already are. Oh well, I guess I just have to be a bit patient then. I'm just gonna have to try and get towards this station at 92 meters per second. I wonder if they have any good additional turrets available. What else would I need for the ship? Maybe another turret control system. So a couple of standard, either titanium or standard mining lasers. And then get a turret control system so I can actually mount those on the ship. And once those are on, I'm going to send the ship back out on its own patrol and switch over to the 7 provinces, which is over there. She's again still slowly being repaired. Really quite slowly, in fact. I think I might go and look for Xanian. Sorry, no, not Xanian. Trinium. That's the stuff that I need to build shield generators, if I'm not mistaken. I'm coming up on the wrong side of the station here. This is a cautionary tale why you want to have more power generation. Once this 50 seconds cools down, the hyperspace engine is recharged, and I'll actually have the capability to go at better speeds. But I'm very much limited beyond that energy generation by my engineers. You don't have enough engineers, your ship is just going to be dreadfully slow. And here we are. Alright, so I need additional miners, I need additional engineers. These are miners. I need additional mechanics. And now also I'm going to need a sergeant. I don't really need pilots, I don't need gunners. Let's just get a bunch of standard crew members and have those auto assigned. That should fix it. But now I'm... yeah, ship's too full. Alright, I'm gonna have to get rid of a couple of crew members. Let's get rid of 10 crew members. So now I still have enough capacity. And I can now move to the full extent of the speed of the ship. Alright. Let's switch over to the Venture. Sorry, to the 7 provinces. And to the ship. I want the Venture to go back here. And start mining again. And in the meanwhile, as I'm waiting for this ship to get repaired, I can then check out what they have over here. The Venture is off on a mission to start mining, but I can still adjust it on the fly. It doesn't need to be close to an equipment dock. Let's see, what do you have? They have a double chain gun turret. No, I need a turret control system first. And they do have one. So I'll buy that. And did I still have 2 turrets available? Beyond those... Yes, I still have these. Hold on, did I put the wrong turrets on the ship then? That is possible. Let's switch. I think I might have unintentionally put the wrong turrets on. Yeah, these are the automatic mining turrets. Okay. Let's go into the control systems. Add another turret control system. Install permanently. And now I have 2 additional slots. So let's put on the double titanium mining turrets. Now I have 8 mining turrets all firing at the same time. Triple chain gun turret and cannon turret are still available. I could give this ship 1 triple chain gun turret because I do have a free armed turret slot. The thing is, it's going to need gunners, and I'm not sure if I have enough crew. But 1 self-defense weapon might not be out of place. Alright. Oh. No, I don't want to be shooting the rock, thank you very much. Yeah, now I have 8 mining lasers. Find me a... Actually, no, I don't need to find me a rock. I'm going to switch back. I'm just going to let the Venture do her own business unescorted or unsupervised, because that ship's perfectly capable of doing that all by itself. Right. Is there a resource dock over here? There is. Because I feel that I have a ton of iron, and I don't really need that much of it. Because I'm currently sporting 29,000 iron. Let's just sell off a bit more. I have a couple of, let's say, coinciding objectives at the moment. What I want to do is start to get enough resources to get my own mine. I also want to make sure that I get enough materials to build the ship out a bit bigger. And with that, allow more firepower on the ship. And I want to start heading south, because the closer you get towards the center of the galaxy over here, the more likely you are to find better material. So it's a couple of different things which more or less do stack in objectives. Let's go for the southwest gate over here. Do I still need to sell off stuff? This is a petty turret, or yeah, turret control system. I can get rid of that one. I still don't know what to do with the turret. The cannon turret. I think it doesn't quite line up with what I have planned for it. So I'm going to get rid of that one. And this shield generator is nice, but I don't have shields anyway. Where's the equipment dock? There. I know I keep flying back and forth between equipment docks and other parts of the sector over here, but sometimes I'm a bit scatterbrained. I should have planned this out better. Alright, trade equipment, sell that stuff off, and now I have 394,000, there we go. Double chain gun turrets, not terribly useful. I cannot use fighters yet. Shield reinforcer, no. Ooh, 4 unarmed turrets. Yeah, that'd be great for the mining ship, but not really for this one. This, however, could be helpful. A quantum hyperspace drive. Because this is going to make me jump 2 additional sectors or 4 additional sectors if I install it permanently. Do I have slots though? Oh, plenty. Install that permanently. Yes. So now I can jump much, much farther. Let's check out this unknown hidden mass signature. I'm going to try and find more asteroids to sell off so I can get a bit more money. Okay, what do we have here? Oh, a Smugglers Outpost. Again? Okay. So we have a Smugglers Outpost controlled by the Utsul and by the Ox. Lots of smuggling going on. I'm not going to go into the whole smuggling thing just now, because I don't really need it. The reason being is that if you want to be using the Smugglers Outpost, ideally you'd have a second faction. And by that I mean you have one faction that you try to raid, and one faction that you try to sell the stuff off to. So let's say you have one good ally, and one faction that is just there to be your prey. And between those two, you can make a tidy profit. Now I'm looking for additional things to sell off, or to find and to then transfer to the ruling faction here. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Nope. Any more asteroids, or is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. What do these guys want? They want a delivery of water and they have a shortage of wheat. I'm sorry, I'm not going to get into that stuff. Now, I hope that the Venture is going to find me some more asteroids with titanium, because I can really use a generator upgrade for both the Venture and the 7 provinces. Because I also ran into the limitations of the generator on this ship. What do we have here? This is Unyielding Serenity 1. Not a whole lot going on. Lots and lots of asteroids, though. Is there titanium in here by any chance? Because the closer you get, the more likely you are to find better rocks. So better titanium rocks. And with that means better generators. In the meanwhile, the Venture is mining thousands and thousands of ore. This is why I wanted an automated miner early. Because it just makes your life a lot easier. If I'm not going to use that iron myself, then I can always sell it off. Still nothing. This does have a couple of promising asteroids. But it's not the hue that I'm looking for. It's not the right color. It's not titanium. Yeah, this is a really rich asteroid by the looks of it. I wouldn't be surprised if this one has, well, about 200,000 iron in it. Which, of course, with my 13% efficiency, I won't really completely mine. But I'll at least make a hell of a dent in it. Yeah, this is not quite what I was hoping to find. It looks like we have another system right here. Let's... Actually, can I use the gate? Because that would save me power that I don't have to spend on generating my... or regenerating my energy. Yeah, let's take the south gate here. Speed, 1200 meters per second. 1500, 1700. One thing that I found with the 7 provinces is that it doesn't slow down very well. That is something I still have to work on. Reverse thrusters or dampeners. Because slowing this thing down, especially when you're trying to dock, is a bit of a pain. Okay, so new system. They have a shipyard, as indicated over here by the shipyard icon, the anchor. That looks like a really promising rock to sell off. It immediately caught my eye because it's so much bigger than the rest of the asteroids. So let's fly towards it. Ideally not fly into it. Is that... No, that's iron. If you want to look around, by the way, while you're still moving in one direction, hold control. And that allows you to swing the camera around. That over there is titanium. That's the stuff that I want. I have to close to 200 meters in order to sell these things off. I'm just coasting now. 500 meters, 400, 300, 200. There we go. Claim. And sell the asteroid for a neat 100,000 to the Democratic Nanuf Guild. Whatever they're called. Alright, so that was easy money. Just need to do that a whole bunch more times and I'll be able to afford my own mine. Passive income, if you will. I think this sector over here might be a bit more promising than what the Venture is currently operating in. So I'm going to have the Venture join me over here, which means it's going to have to do a whole bunch of jumps. And then mine. If you want to do more than one order, you hold shift and then you start to give orders. So in this case it was hold shift, right click, right click, right click, right click, right click, and when it's in the sector, hold shift and left click mine. Now I know that the hyperdrive for this ship is not, or sorry, that the energy generation for this ship is not very good. And I still don't have any more titanium. So unfortunately, I'm going to be waiting for this ship to actually come in here. And it's going to take a while. But in the meanwhile, that's fine. I have more adventures. Let's see. Unknown hidden mass. Let's see if I can tear another pirate ship to pieces. What do we have here? This is a really dense asteroid field. Is that something I can sell off? Or is that just a bunch of asteroids behind each other? Let's go to the map. Let's see. No, I think it's just a whole bunch of asteroids very, very close together. But it doesn't look like there's one of those huge asteroids in there. So nothing that I can really sell off. No, I think this is what I was looking at. This dense cluster of big asteroids. But nothing really sell-worthy. So we just found a big asteroid field in this sector. But beyond that, very little. And there are probably... Oh, there's another Smugglers Outpost. I'm also expecting a miner. But this faction hasn't sent any of them in. That's curious. What does the Smugglers Outpost want? They want me to free the slaves. Traffickers kidnapped some of our people. They were just normal males, females, and children. We discovered the hideout of those traffickers, but we fear they will take our people hostage or even kill them if one of our ships comes close. If you help, you will have our endless gratitude. I'm going to do that. Because it's a very easy way to find additional pirates to kill. Alright, where are these people? Over there. Next to the exclamation point. So let's jump over. Geez, you're not particularly quick, are you? Alright. There seems to be a tear in the space over here because I cannot jump to this. You can see that normally it sort of protrudes at the sides, this blue line. But over here it's limited. That's what you call a subspace tear or something like that. I don't know what the exact game terminology for it is. It just means you cannot go there. That's the long and short of it. So I'm going to have to jump around that. Quite literally. You cannot jump directly past it. Okay, and then the next jump... Oh, really? Can I jump there? I can jump there to the unknown hidden mass signature. So let's try that. Okay, what do we have here? Just more asteroids? Yep. A whole bunch more asteroids, but I'm not seeing any of those big ones. Jeez, another Smuggler's Outpost. What sort of pirate area is this? I've had it happen in a different game that I was looking for a for a Smuggler's Outpost, and I couldn't for the life of me find one. And then here, they're all over the place. That's really curious. It's like the game is trying to encourage me. Yes, go smuggle. Go and steal the supplies. Alright, let's exit map view. Map view is F9 for those wondering. Hey you, what do you want? Speak fast or leave. I heard you have slaves of the Uaon. We do. Do you want to buy them? You can have them for 232,639 credits, which is about half of what I have. No, I won't pay this, but I will take them. Well, you can try. Yes, good sir, and I shall. We have a hostile pirate ship over here. Thank you to whoever it was that says, hey, you need to press R if you want to target the closest hostile ship. That makes my life a lot easier. That does not make my life a lot easier. That torpedo that's coming my way. Ow. Provinces wasn't completely repaired to begin with, and this is not helpful. Maybe I should invest in a point defense system to start, well, just shooting down those torpedoes before they hit. You can see that these pirate ships are quite a bit more resilient than the ones that I was blowing up in the previous episode. My structural integrity is going down fast. Oh, don't run into it. Or at least not too much. Come on. Not another torpedo. Ow. I think I need to kill 2 or 3 of their ships before they give in. One down. 4.4 thousand hull? Okay. Weird design. Pretty much straight up a box. Alright, just blew a part off the ship. There's another part. Trying to focus fire on weak points here. In this case... Oh, hold on. No, I didn't quite disable all the guns. Oh, you're a weak one. This thing only has a structural integrity of 600. Sorry. Never mind, thing was dead already. I'm getting kind of concerned about the structural integrity of this ship. Destroyed. Let's see if I can finish off this one. Quick. Not a whole lot left of this ship. Shit. Alright, let's go for a bit of a run. Oh no, torpedo incoming as well. That thing's almost down though. Close call with the torpedo. It's coming around for another pass, and it ran out of fuel. Right, what do we have? Total of 5 ships. This ship is not in a fighting condition at the moment. Any chance I can shoot that torpedo? No, never mind, it ran out. I think I just need to kill one more. So this is likely going to be the one that I want to kill, because he's the weakest. I want to try and repair my ship, but it's going to cost me more titanium than I have. Yeah, I need more titanium. There is one thing that I could do. It's a bit cheesy, though. I can just flat out add a block of armor to the ship. Looks a bit like a melon head at the moment. However, I do have my structural integrity back. Because what I did is just add a whole bunch of hit points to the ship. I know it looks hideous, and this is very much a temporary measure. It's not supposed to stay there. I just want to get this fight over with. Get those slaves back to their family. Ship destroyed. Where's that other weak one? No, not you, not you, not you. Must be you then. Bit more. Come on. Just down to 380. 200. Destroyed. There we go. You can have them, just leave us alone. Your slaves, for your lives for the slaves, we have a deal. Whew. That almost cost me the ship, but double salvaging turret. That is perfect timing. What else do we get? Another salvaging turret. Don't mind if I do. What's this? A triple point defense chain gun turret. Since I have spent quite a bit of time running away from enemy torpedoes, I think that that is a very nice gift from the pirates. Well, gift. Okay. If I take this part off the ship... it's not actually doing that bad. It's not doing that bad. Alright. I don't really have a lot of turret slots. Nor do I have any additional systems that I can put on the ship, but I can adjust this double iron salvaging thing. 45. Oh, they're actually worse. This one only has a DPS of 40. Alright, in that case I'll stick with this one. Because I do want to tear the ship apart a bit more. Definitely going to need a much bigger control system, turret control system for this ship, because it is just insufficient. Trying to go for the more dense blocks, generators, gyros. Here's another one. Oh, I'm getting a bit of titanium from that. That's nice. Unless the Venture is out here. Jeez, the Venture's still trying to move? My god, that thing needs a generator upgrade. The Venture hasn't moved at all. Okay, in that case, just continue to mine. And I'll be with you in a second to try and fix the situation. Now, I do need to get these slaves back to their people in due time. I still have 11 minutes left, and I still need to make a couple of jumps. But I don't really want to leave the sector just yet. Because I think there's more to steal. Well, to salvage, not steal. More to salvage over here. Get out. See, this is the problem with not being able to slow down. Oh, what's that? Turret control system. Why, thank you. Unfortunately, it's a petty quality, so I'm not really going to use it. But it is a step in the right direction. That's another gun system. Double point defense chain gun turret. I did blow up more ships. Where are they? This is one of the wreckages. That's one of the wreckages. This is the one that I just demolished. Where are the others? Was that closer to the shipyard, maybe? Yes, there. I was able to spot this because there were some more white dots around it. That stood out. So that I was able to spot it. Quite frequently now, when I'm watching streams or when I'm watching people play a new game that I haven't seen, they go, oh, look at that, there's that. And I go, what the, how do you see that? What is it that you're looking at that I'm not seeing? It's usually stuff like that. So whenever I have something where I'm trying to teach somebody about a new game, I say try to look for such and such. So in this case, it looked like there were more specks around this particular object than there were just these background stars. And I remembered that I had destroyed this, but I didn't pick up the guns yet. It's a mining turret, a double bolter turret, and this one is quite a little different. You can see it has a sort of microchip icon, which means it's a system upgrade. A generator upgrade, in fact. That is a godsend, because I need a generator upgrade. The generator upgrade, if you install it, gives you a flat-out 22% buff to your energy produced. So that's exactly what I want. Alright, how much time do I have left? 8 minutes. What I need to do is about 2 to 3 jumps, I think. We have received a distress signal. Yeah. It's not the first time that I've received a distress signal, but more often than not, a distress signal is just pirates in disguise, trying to lure your ship in, and then ambush you. Let's go for the bigger pieces, just cut the ship in half. Ideally, I would have fighters do this. But until I get to Trinium, and until I get more money, I'll not quite be able to get to that stage just yet. Alright, that'll do. Now, I need to bring the slaves back to there. I can jump here. It's not really required. I just need to get around this, as they says, space-time continuum rift. That's what it's officially called. Off we go. Okay, that's one jump, and the next jump is exactly within range, as I had hoped. There we go. Thank you so much for getting our people home. Everything went smoothly, I hope? Now you get a couple of different options that you can answer with. I can say, it was fine, don't mention it. Or, yeah, you don't need to worry about them anymore. I believe that these just do the same thing, which is get you 0 reward. Beyond reputation reward. Because currently I have neutral relations with these guys. If I get better relations, then that's going to mean that they take less of a cut when I come to them to either sell off my materials or when I try to unbrand the stolen goods that I might have on the ship. Or I can say they had me pay this much money, 232,639 credits, which I didn't pay for your people. No, I'm going to say it was fine, don't mention it. That's good to hear. Thank you again and have a wonderful time. Relations with this faction have now improved to good, which means that they're more likely to be friendly and that the refinement cut or the... what's it called? Unbranding stolen goods is probably a bit cheaper. Right, now I want to go back to the control, or to the equipment dock, which was over there. Ah, it's just one sector out of reach. I wouldn't be surprised if there's another one here, because we got 2 gates leading towards this one sector. So let's jump over and hope that there's an equipment dock there. There's a shipyard and a repair dock. That's not exactly what I was hoping for. Alright, 12 seconds to jump. As I'm waiting, is there anything I can claim here? Let's see. It's always worth checking, because if you don't check, you might leave 100,000 on the table. Or potentially more. There's a really big rock again. Not the type that I want, because this one, it does have the right it does have the right shape. But it's iron. And that's something you can only mine, but you cannot claim it. Yeah, here it is. This is the the asteroid rock. Sorry, of course, this is the iron asteroid. Not what I'm looking for. And beyond those 2 little fields, I think there's nothing here. Alright, time to jump. Right, equipment dock it is. And 23 clicks out. I'm probably going to be draining my batteries pretty quick because I'm trying to recharge the jump drive and I'm using the boost inside of a sector. Oh, actually, let's visit the resource depot on the way there, because it's on the way. And the Venture has been very busy tearing up a lot of iron asteroids, so that I once again have 40,000 in store. This is why, again, it's so handy to have these automated miners. And this is what I mentioned with the ship being terribly inept at slowing down. Alright. Trade resources. Get rid of another 35,000 iron. That's another 147,000 gained. Thank you very much. Next stop, equipment dock. Whoops, I was hoping that the tractor beam would catch me. Didn't quite do it. Alright, trade equipment. What do I have on that I don't intend to use? I don't intend to use this. I don't intend to use this double point defense chain gun turret because I already have this one. Iron salvaging turret. I might be able to build a salvaging ship. Yeah, let's do that. Let's build a salvaging ship. This is a really good turret, by the way. That's 229 DPS. That's fantastic. And since it does 217% to the hull, I think this can tear ships apart very, very quickly. Alright. Trade equipment. Let's get rid of the trash. Really doesn't got me that much, but so be it. Turret upgrade. Oh, unfortunately it's sold out. Damn. They do have another generator upgrade. I'm gonna buy that. And ideally I would also buy a jump to make sure I can equip the Venture with some better stuff. Alright, Venture. It's time for you to get some more power. Unfortunately, I don't have the slots for that. Right. I do have a bit more titanium, though. So I can now get a bigger generator going. I still need a lot more power than what I'm generating. This is... Oh, this is also a titanium generator. Oh, so I have one big generator here on the bottom. Gotcha. I need 3.64. I need more titanium. Can I just replace these? Yeah. I'm generating 4.21. Which is an improvement. But it's still not where I want to be. Jump is going to be 35 seconds. Okay. Right, well, I think I've done enough in one episode. The Venture has gotten a lot bigger, and I hope you like the design so far. I know that it is a lot of grids over here, but one of the reasons why I went with those grids is that I can quickly replace them, as I just did over there on top with the 2 new titanium generators. If you have a grid that you need to change, you just hold Alt and you click the block that you want to adjust, and that then allows you to very quickly swap in or out additional blocks. Anyway, with this, the episode has ended. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. I'm going to try and keep doing these every once in 2 days, but I might actually increase the frequency because I'm just having a ton of fun with this game and I cannot wait to just continue playing. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support and your enthusiastic reactions so far. I'm really enjoying making these series and more is soon to follow. So join me then for more Avorion.